Can AI automate science? Will AI replace scientists? It's a question gaining traction and sparking serious debate. As artificial intelligence takes over writing, coding, and even art, what about science? Could AI eventually run experiments, form hypotheses, and make discoveries without us? In this video, we walk through the scientific method step by step and ask, what parts are being automated right now, and how long until AI can fully take over each one? Can AI do observation? Science begins with observation, noticing something in the world. For humans, it might be watching an apple fall or seeing stars shift in the sky. With the right sensors, AI can observe more than we ever could, tracking chemical reactions, planetary movements, gene activity, all in real time. It finds patterns we'd never notice. When it comes to raw observation, AI has the advantage. In many areas, it already outperforms humans. We estimate that within 5 to 7 years, AI will be capable of replacing at least 50% of human observation tasks. And within 12 to 15 years, up to 90% of these roles could be fully automated. With little resistance, since observation doesn't require ethical or strategic oversight. Can AI do question? The second step is asking the question, the strategic decision point in science. It's where we decide what to investigate based on what we observed. But it's not just curiosity driving the question, it's goal-driven prioritization. What we ask depends on real-world constraints, budget, time, and available talent. It's shaped by incentives, funding, policy, even competition. And it's guided by bigger goals, organizational missions, and societal needs. Even though AI can optimize more parameters than any human, faster and at scale, this is a point where human oversight is critical. We estimate that within 10 to 15 years, AI could replace up to 50% of support roles in this category, reducing team sizes and assisting lead researchers directly. But reaching 90% automation, where AI replaces final human judgment, may take 25 years or more. Not because the technology isn't capable, but because society will resist handing over control of key decisions to machines. Can AI do hypothesis? Once a question is defined, the next step is forming a hypothesis, a specific, testable idea that explains what we think is going on. This step requires logic, pattern recognition, and a working model of the system we're studying. AI is already generating hypotheses in fields like chemistry, biology, and material science by analyzing massive datasets and proposing new mechanisms or relationships. In many complex systems, AI can find patterns better than humans can. That makes this step surprisingly automatable. We estimate that within 7 to 10 years, AI could replace 50% of the human jobs involved in hypothesis generation, especially in well-structured, data-rich fields. Reaching 90% job replacement could take 15 to 20 years, depending on whether AI tools or human AI teams turned out to be the most efficient way to move forward. Can AI do experiment? The next step is experimentation, building a physical setup to test the hypothesis. AI can help with CAD layouts, simulations, and other experiment planning, but it still struggles with the real-world setup, connecting parts, handling materials, wiring sensors. Most labs today were built for humans, not machines, and retrofitting them for full automation is costly and slow. New labs may include robots, but we're still in the early stages. There's no standard yet for a fully autonomous lab, and no blueprint everyone agrees on. It's possible that humanoid robots will begin to operate in labs designed for people, but not without significant cost in design, materials, and ongoing maintenance. We estimate AI could replace 50% of support roles in experimentation within 15 to 20 years, but reaching 90% may take 30 years or more, depending on how fast lab infrastructure evolves or robots adapt to the world we've already built. Can AI do analysis? The analysis stage is where we process the raw data from the experiment. It's about checking data quality, identifying patterns, running statistics, and building models. This is one of the areas where AI already excels. It can sort, filter, and analyze massive datasets far faster than any human, spotting trends, anomalies, and correlations we might miss. AI is now central in fields like genomics, finance, climate science, and materials testing. We estimate that 50% of data analysis roles could be replaced within 5 to 10 years, and 90% replacement may happen in as little as 15 years. In this part of the loop, AI isn't just competitive, it's becoming the default tool. Can AI do conclusion? The final step is conclusion, interpreting the results and deciding what they mean. This is where the data meets the big picture. It's not just about finding patterns, it's about understanding significance, connecting the results back to the original question and deciding what comes next. AI is projected to reach human-level capability across all major cognitive tasks by 2030 to 2035, so there's no technical reason it couldn't take over this part of the loop. But here's the catch. If we let AI take over, we risk losing human oversight at the very point where consequences begin. If we don't, and others do, we risk falling behind. This is the bottleneck, a global balancing act between existential safety and competitive pressure. We estimate that 50% of the jobs in this category could be replaced in 5 to 10 years, and up to 90% within 10 to 20, depending on how the world manages that trade-off. Final projection. For every 100,000 science jobs today, we estimate that AI could replace 50,000 within 5 to 15 years, and up to 90,000 within 10 to 30 years, depending on the task. This forecast is part technical and part political reality. Some roles like observation and analysis are already shifting fast. Others may take decades, not because AI can't do the work, but because nobody trusts AI to act alone where consequences matter. These numbers represent what's possible, not what will actually happen. In fact, they represent the best case scenario for automation, but worst case for jobs. And almost certainly, automation will be delayed and reduced by the simple fact that a shift this disruptive takes time to balance political and safety concerns.